How's it going, everyone? I hope you're doing well today. So Jermell Charlo, I think, has got a really good chance of winning this Canelo fight. I think his lateral movement will play a part. I think his jab, they're going to have a really good game plan. I think he's going to be bigger than a lot of people think. I know he's going up 2 weight classes, but he's bulking up, and I think he's going to be ready for September 30th.
Boxing.
Okay, shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you for tuning in as always. Shout out to anybody new locked in. I hope you guys are doing well today. Let's talk about this Jermell Charlo Canelo fight, right? I find it really interesting. I think, you know, Jermell's got a really good chance of pulling the upset here. As I mentioned, I think his lateral movement is going to play a big part. We know Canelo's had some issues with fighters with lateral movement in the past. Now that's obviously not going to be enough. He's going to need a bit more than that, but he's got a really good jab, obviously, and I think he's bigger than most people realize. I think he probably does walk around, I've said this before, probably about 180, maybe even a bit more. We've seen pictures emerge about how he's bulking up. He looks strong, he does. I mean, look, pictures don't always tell the whole story, but to me, I think he could probably realistically be possibly bigger than Canelo. I know Canelo's suited to the weight, and that matters. So jumping up, you know, ideally you would need 2 or 3 fights in that weight division before you really face somebody in that weight division. I remember when Andre Ward moved up to fight Kovalev, Virgil Hunter used to talk about that and condition your body to fit into it and be strong in it, and that is an unknown, I guess, at this point, but because he's so used to coming down to 154, but he's looking big and strong in those pictures. And like I said, that lateral movement is going to play a big part, and he's getting trained. I know Derek James is his trainer, but Johan Guzman, who I actually see on a weekly basis here in New York, he is an expert with footwork. You know, he's a former world champion, maybe 2-time world champion, and they specialize in footwork. And he's been down there. He's already taught Jermell Charlo for the Castaño fight. He was posting pictures side by side of how they could, you know, negate the lateral movement from Castaño. I know Canelo's not Castaño, I'm not saying that. I just think that there are some small similarities. Canelo tends to be a little bit plodding when he's getting from A to B, okay? He's not the best at cutting the ring off, and Jermell has got sharp, shifty feet. And you know, he's got very good footwork, and he's got a very good jab as well. And he's gonna have to be in tremendous shape. He always is, to be fair. And I say that not just for the sake of saying it because he's got to be in good shape, but I think when you're fighting a really good sharp counter puncher like Canelo, you have to be snappy with your shots and come in and out. And being snappy with every shot that you have to make count, it takes a lot of energy, okay? You can't just throw, like, you know, lazy jabs out there or lazy shots, you know, 1-2s or whatever. They've got to be with a bit of conviction and speed, and that's going to require energy, which means you've got to be in good shape. So I expect he will. He's already been posting pictures weeks ago. I nearly made this video weeks ago, but I didn't get around to doing it, so I'm doing it now. But I'll find out the date when they've already been in camp. So, you know, the preparation they're going to have is going to be really good, it looks like. And, you know, they're just going to go into the camp with full belief, obviously. But then Canelo, you know, you do have to wonder, after 65 fights and after the few performances he's had, it's only inevitable that at some point, you know, his trajectory's on the way down, really, let's be honest. So what motivation and what desire he's got left, I don't know. I'm not saying he doesn't have any. I'm just saying, is it going to be 100%? And if Jermell's, which I suspect is, and Canelo's is just like kind of, he's got 1 foot out of the game. I'm not saying he has. I think he could do, though. You know, he's playing a lot of golf lately. So you do wonder about down the stretch, what commitment and desire Canelo will have. Will he get tired again? And if Jermell back into the super shape, if he's in super shape, then those championship rounds will count. Jermell will likely be able to pull off an upset, I think. I really do. I think, like I said, the attributes given, the jab, the lateral movement, his coaches, and just the timing of this fight, I think it works in Jermell's favor. What do you think? Do you think I'm acting crazy, or do you think Canelo? I mean, look, I know he's going to have to win probably 8 clear rounds. Let's be honest, to really get a decision against Canelo. But I think he'll still give him a really good fight, and he's in a win-win situation. To be honest, when you go up in weight, he's still going to keep his belts. I think. Does he keep all of his belts? I think so. I'll double check that. But he's not expected to beat him. So he's going to get a really good payday, and then he'll come back down, and hopefully they can make that fight between him and Bud Crawford, because that is one of the fights in boxing that we want to see. That's an amazing fight. Amazing fight. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts, and I'm out of here boxing on the edge. Take care.